Okay, Ezra, a couple of things here. I want to show you how to use a templated module. So if you decide that you like this structure from the last video, then this is going to be how to access it. We have to do a workaround. Now, one caveat, I was working with the guys in Canvas late last night, and I was complaining about the inability to duplicate a module. So when you click on these three dots here, it should offer up a duplicate, because that's what they do in individual pages. And I asked them to push that forward to see if somebody could do that. And actually now I start to see that functionality in some of the modules. Now, not all of them. For example, this one, not so. But when I go up here now, to this module, it's offering duplicates. So I think they're in the process of changing this over, which means you wouldn't have to do this workaround through Commons. But in the event that it doesn't get fixed universally, I'm going to still show you how to do it via Commons, okay? So here's a module. I've created this for you. I put 112 on the pages there. I've called it Y, just so it doesn't get confused. Excuse me, if we had this numbered like this was module 6 or 7, each time you brought it in, it's going to automatically add information to here that we don't want. So to avoid it, we just give it this letter, and then we're going to go up here and say, I want to share this to Commons, okay? Now we're in Commons. Click on Only Me. This automatically populates. You got to put something in here. So let's just call this template. For some reason, it forces you to put an image here. So let's just open this up, and then we'll pick one. I'll give you John. That should scare you. And then I don't want this available except for college. And actually, by the way that I've selected this, only I'm going to be able to see it. And I recommend that you do this too once you modify it. So if we come up here, I'm going to go back in now into your site, and let's see if we can find your modules here, and let's see if we can pull that down. Okay, you got these. All right, so this is why we didn't name it these modules, because if I brought it in as module 5 or 6, then it automatically puts like a 2, a 3, a 4 on all these, and it gets really confusing. So let's see, I'm going to go to the end here, and let's see if we can't pull this down. So you go back to Commons here, and then type in and we're going to see yours, which is Y. We're going to import and download, and we're going to put it in here 112. Now, the reason that I'm showing you this is, and it's going to take a few minutes to come down, the reason that I'm going to show you this is if you like a template and it doesn't give you the duplicate option up in that handle there, then you can just go to Commons and pull it down every week. So it's a clean way to keep a template up there. Now that said, let me find this here. Okay, good. So here we go. Now, what I would do is, if you want to use this thing, what you have live here, what do you have live? All right, you have a module 5 going. Now you would go in here and give it a new name. So go into edit, and you want to go module, what is it going to? Let's just say it's going to go to 8, okay? So we're going to update this. You got to go in here and update each one of these, but keep this, the name of the page there, and all you're going to update is the module now. You want to do that all the way through this whole thing, okay? Then you can open this up, and now you go in and edit your content, all right? So you'd come into here, you'd change this to 112, and you drop in your own image. If you're going to put your own video in here, then you can. I showed you how to do that in the last one. Let's save it. And then you can advance here, go back to modules, and now modify these things across the board. Here's what we're doing though. And this is why it should be a little bit easy, and why I recommend doing this if it works for you, is the structure will remain the same. You can populate your content. Now, like I see that you have a lot there after lectures, so it might be in text or links or in assignments. To add a page here, all you have to do is do so right here on plus. I want to add an assignment. That means it's going to be graded, or I usually just work with pages except for the quiz and the discussion board. But those are built for you here so that you'd only have to go in and modify content. So you can choose to do it the way that you want. Now, once this is renamed, then you can go back to Commons now, and you can pull down the Y module template. I'm going to unpublish this just so nobody sees it. And then you can build your next module here, okay? So a long way around to get there, and then if we look in here, right, so that doesn't, and that doesn't. So I think they're just adding that because I had that functionality in some of mine, but not all of mine. Let's see if it does it. See, now there's duplicate. So if you just wanted to duplicate this module 1 that you have here, you don't have to go through Commons. You can just hit duplicate. But like I say, it's not universal yet. It's not throughout the system. Not there. And you have a backup plan now if duplicate isn't there for you, to go in, pull down a template, drop it in here, rename it to this unique setup here. It's going to keep all your pages straight. And then next week or whenever you get to it, then you go up and pull that Y down again, and then go in and rename everything module 9, such as that is. All right, I hope that makes sense. Sorry for, again, the staggering presentation, but I'm noticing changes to things in the LMS as I work in it here. So any questions? This might get you started. Give a holler. Good luck.